And we're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. I'm joined by Sanita Warren-Dixon, head basketball coach of the Cougars. And Coach, congratulations on another big win here tonight, 85-47 over the North Henderson Knights.
Yes, like I said yesterday, we're just excited about playing. So every time we come out here, we want to take full advantage of the opportunity because we were without it for about a week and a half, and the girls were excited to get back on the court.
And Coach, you have to be thrilled with what you saw tonight, playing back-to-back games. You know, we talked about it. You don't care when you're going to play and how many games you have to play, but just, you know, huge win again on a back-to-back night and 2 wins, getting back to your winning ways. And that's got to speak well for you and the girls going in this direction here as the season starts to wrap up here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, we struggled in some places, parts of the game. But for the most part, I was pleased with the intensity and the effort in coming, the way we play and doing it in a back-to-back situation. Plus, they have to realize for the next 2 weeks, we're playing in back-to-back situations. So we wanted to try to figure it out tonight with sub-patterns, you know, how long we can push them, what we need to do, what adjustments need to be made. And I think in the second half, we did a better job of figuring it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach, you alluded to, I'm joined with Sanita Warren-Dixon, head women's basketball coach here at Asheville High School. And Coach, you know, you talked about back-to-back, and again, Monday, Tuesday, we go back-to-back again, Monday at Irwin and Tuesday home here against AC Reynolds. You know, so this had to be a great test for your girls, like you just said, going into that. What do you tell them, you know, as a team now, hey, what do we have to do to get ready for another back-to-back coming up early next week?
I tell them, and we all know we're built for this. This is what we've been working on since we started this summer. I mean, we knew that there were going to be a lot of games in a short period of time, and for the way that we play, we had to be prepared for it. So, I mean, we trained for this, we're built for this, and we're hoping that all that pays off.
And you've had a lot of bench players, like you said, you've worked sub-patterns and rotations. You've had some bench players step up for you, one of them being Gracie Smith, who's had a lot of minutes for you the last 2 nights. What does that tell you about her ability here on this level, being a sophomore and playing here on the varsity?
I mean, Gracie comes from great stock. I mean, you know, Emma started for me since she was a freshman, and Gracie, you know, the same type of mentality. They're kids that just play hard all the time. They're very skilled. They play multiple sports, and they give their all in every sport that they participate in. I knew when she came in as a freshman that Gracie was going to be doing what she's doing for us now. She plays hard. She gets on the floor. I mean, they would love to have her out on the football field. I mean, like, she's aggressive. She has that aggressive mindset. When we're talking about we want dogs, we're trying to build dogs, and Gracie is a prime example of the kind of kids that we're trying to build in this program that just go and go and go and just give you everything that they have.
Absolutely, Coach. And you've seen that tonight, and Gracie Smith is just one example. You've had players step up off the bench, and even your starters have just stepped up and played meaningful minutes here the last 2 games. And this is going to be a tough stretch for the Cougars, along with everybody really in high school basketball right now. But again, Coach, huge win tonight, 85-47 over the Knights. Congratulations, and best of luck Monday at Irwin.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Coach. Once again, Sanita Warren-Dixon, head women's basketball coach here at Asheville High School, with a huge 85-47 win over the North Henderson Knights, getting back-to-back victories, conference victories, before doing back-to-back again early next week. And the Cougars are in action again Monday night at Irwin, followed up by Tuesday here in Griffin Arena on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back in just under 5 minutes for men's action here from Griffin Arena on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back. And we're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. We've got men's action here from Griffin Arena. The Cougars take on the North Henderson Knights. I am joined by former Asheville assistant and former head coach of the Cougars, Tiger Norman. And Coach, thank you for joining us here tonight on the Cougar Sports Network.
Thank you for having me.
First up, let's cover some starters for the North Henderson Knights. A senior forward, number 3, Zachariah McDaniel. A senior forward, number 12, Jack Marsh. A junior guard, number 22, Braden Korn. A junior guard, number 23, Jalen Croft. And a sophomore guard, number 34, Micah Pierce. The Knights are coached by Justin Paris. Starting lineup for the Cougars, a senior, number 0, Bradley Spagnola. A junior, number 2, Trey McGahee. A junior, number 3, Theo Antonori. A junior, number 5, Liam Cates. And a sophomore, number 30, TJ Williams. The Cougars are coached by Jordan Phillips. The Knights will start the game with the basketball. Jumper off the mark for the Cougars. Rebounded by Antonori, bringing the ball down the floor for the Cougars. Layup good for the Cougars. Croft brings the ball down the floor for the Knights. Looks to slow it down and set up the Knight offense. Pass knocked away by Spagnola. Croft picks up his dribble. Pass out of bounds. Officials say it went off the Cougars. Pierce to inbound for the Knights. Gets it out to Korn, who works down low to Marsh. Marsh kicks it out to McDaniel. And the Knights called for a 3-second violation. Cates inbounds to Antonori, who kicks it down the floor to McGahee. Back to Cates. 3 for Cates off the back of the rim. Out of bounds off McGahee. Cates averaging 8 points per game this season. Missed on his first 3.
Look like the Cougars are going to be playing man-to-man tonight.
Croft with the basketball. Pass knocked away by Williams. Williams picks up the loose ball. Gets it back to Antonori. Cates with the basketball, picks up his dribble. Gets it back out to Spagnola. Spagnola's jumper, good for the Cougars. And Coach, what are some advantages you could look to see playing man-to-man defense?
Right now they're putting a lot of pressure on the guards for North Henderson, which is really good. It's making them turn over, making them start the offense at half court.
Knights down low. Marsh. Jumper good for the Knights. 4-2, Asheville with the lead. 6:08 to play in the first quarter. Antonori gets it down low to McGahee, kicks it out to Spagnola. Back out to McGahee. Antonori with the basketball, drives. Jumper off balance, off the rim.
Right now you can't tell really who's at advantage. It's really an up and down pace right now. So we'll be seeing who really gets it settled down and who can run their offense. And
Coach, what do you think the keys tonight for the Cougars will be against this tough Knights opponent?
Especially playing with a limited bench. It's slowing down to getting good possessions, good shots, not tiring yourself out. Playing a run and jump defense really gets you going, but it also can it can wear you out.
Knights with the basketball. Marsh gets it down low to McDaniel, off McDaniels, out of bounds. Spagnola with the basketball over to Cates. Cates drive off the rim. Rebounded by Antonori, fouled on the putback. Antonori is averaging 3.6 rebounds per game on the season.
Right now, both teams are playing at a hectic pace. Defense has not been settled. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they settle this down.
Antonori's first free throw is good. Antonori's an 86% free throw shooter for the Cougars. Antonori's second free throw is good as well. Continuing to build his average. Croft brings the ball down the floor for the Knights, looking to set up the offense. Works it down to McDaniel. Over TJ Williams for the bucket.
Strong move by number 3 for North Henderson in the post. Now they're doing the trapping defense themselves.
And Coach, when you say a trapping defense.
Yeah, they running a 1-2-2 court-to-court zone. And the Cougars are going to the corner, so they're trapping that on the corner, so it's forcing the turnover.
The three off the mark by Pierce. The ball off the top of the backboard and the casing that holds the rim. Ball goes back to the Cougars. 6-4 Cougars with the lead. 4.5 to play here on the Cougars Sports Network. Antonori with the basketball over to Spagnola. Gets back to Antonori for 3, and it goes. Antonori is a 70% three-point shooter. 9-4 Cougars with the lead. McDaniel with the basketball. Over to Croft. Croft looked to pull McGahee out and drive. The layup is good. Antonori with the basketball drives. Gets hung up. Over to Cates. Cates over to Spagnola. Cross-court pass back to Antonori for a deep 3. Around the rim and good for the Cougars.
That'll be there all night for the Cougars if they can knock it down. When you run a trapping defense, if you can get the ball skipped across the court, you'll get open shots.
Croft over to Pierce. Works it over to McDaniel. To Korn. The drive is off. And the putback by McDaniel's good. We've got a timeout on the floor. 12-8, Cougars with the lead. 2:59 to play first quarter here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back.
Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars. High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs.
Cougars with the basketball. 2:59 to play. 12-8 lead for the Cougars here on the Cougar Sports Network. Antonori brings the ball down the floor for the Cougars. Diego Mills and Oliver Mooney on the floor now for the Cougars.
Yeah, with the hot shooting of the two kids that just hit the deep threes, it's forced North Henderson to go man-to-man, which was a good call by that coach.
Rebound by Mooney. Tie up underneath. Possession arrow favors the Cougars. And, Coach, you talked about the threes early here by the Cougars, really forcing the Knights out of what they wanted to do defensively.
Exactly. You give up open threes, but if you can get the ball skipped, that means there was not a lot of pressure put on the ball handler. So that forced them to what we call zone busters. And so the Cougars got a little zone busters, and now it's forced them to go back man-to-man.
Spagnola with the basketball, looks to drive back to Antonori, who gets fouled on the layup. Antonori will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul is called against Evan Simpson of the Knights. That will be Simpson's first and the Knights' second here in the first half. And the first is good for Antonori, who last night scored 37 in the win over Tuscola, scored 22 in the second half. Antonori's second free throw is good as well. Whiteside brings the ball down the floor for the Knights.
The Cougars are playing the 2-3 zone, so now they'll get open shots just like that.
And a three, good for the Knights. Bring it down to a 3-point lead for the Cougars. 14-11, 1:40 to play in the first quarter. Rebound brought in by Simpson. Whiteside brings it down the floor over to Suttles. Jumper in and out for Dalton. Rebound for Elijah Platt, now on the floor for the Cougars. Diego Mills picks up his dribble, ball gets knocked away. Whiteside.
Good finish by number 20 for the North Henderson. Good steal. Lazy with the basketball for the Cougars.
Mills picks up his dribble, works it down low to Mooney. Give back to Mills, over to Spagnola. Jumper off the rim, rebounded by Simpson. Whiteside brings it down the floor now for the Knights, setting up the Knight offense. Works it back over to Dalton. Whiteside over to Suttles. Works it down low to McDaniel. Suttles jumper falls for the Knights. North Henderson takes the lead, 15-14, 25 seconds to play first quarter. Antonori looking to slow it down for the Cougars.
You want to probably play for the last shot here. You don't want to give them an opportunity for momentum to take place. If you shoot quick and North Henderson get an easy score.
Antonori with the basketball, looks to drive. Call a tie-up on the layup. Possession arrow will favor the Knights. 4.7 to play, first quarter.
Exactly what I was just talking about. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but exactly what I meant was just saying you wanted to take the last shot. Now you give them 4 seconds to go down and get something that they want. A good look.
Micah Pierce checked in for the Knights. Whiteside's shot off the mark. North Henderson 15, your Asheville Cougars 14. The end of the first quarter here on the Cougars Sports Network. We'll be back.
High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs. Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars.
We're back here on the Cougars Sports Network. North Henderson leads Asheville 15-14 at the start of the second quarter. And Coach Antonori had 37 points last night against Tuscola, 22 in the second half. What is that like for him coming in a back-to-back situation to continue that hot streak here against North Henderson?
Well, at that point, especially going 22 in the second half, that means he got some of the shots that he wants. Different team, different scouting report. But what you want to do is want to get to your spot and get your shots. And continue the hot streak is just actually looking for your shot. You don't want to overdo it thinking that you're going to get the same results that you had last night. It was a great win for the Cougars, but you definitely expect that the Knights know who he is, so he's going to get a lot of attention. So he can't let the ball stick and look for his teammates and get the open shots when he can.
Pierce for three is good for the Knights. Extend the lead by 4. Mills' pass knocked out of bounds off of Pierce. Antonori inbounds over to Spagnola. Works it over to Mills, who works it back to Spagnola, and the pass goes out of bounds.
The Knights have sped up the Cougars, and the Cougars are not doing a good job of keeping the ball. They're picking up their dribble, one dribble pickup, which is the worst thing you can do against a trapping team. You want to keep a live dribble to give yourself better options and a better passing lane.
Cates is checked in for the Cougars now. Cross-court pass taken off by Cates, stripped away by Pierce of the Knights. McDaniel with the basketball. Over to Korn for three is good. 21-14, Knights with the lead. Coach Phillips takes a timeout. We've got a timeout on the floor. 7-point lead for the Knights, 6:59 to play here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back.
Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars. High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your...
We're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Cates for three off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Knights. Croft to bring the ball down the floor for the Knights. Over to Korn. Korn back to Croft. Croft on the drive. Knocked out of bounds by Elijah Platt.
North is doing a great job of moving the ball against this zone and getting all the shots that they want. The ball is not sticking, so it's shifting the zone really well for them, and they're getting open opportunities.
And a three by Pierce, good for the Knights. Extend their lead to 10, 6:24 to play. Antonori with the basketball, drives. Floater off the backboard's good.
The Cougars going to have to make a defensive adjustment because they just hit 4 threes in a row, so you can't continue to keep letting that happen. There they go. They didn't went man, which is a lot better.
Antonori against Pierce. The drive by McDaniels. Up to Cates on the kick out. Good layup. 24-18, 5:45 to play. Pierce to McDaniel. Works it over to Croft. Croft with the basketball. Croft looking to set up the Knight offense. On the drive, down low to Marsh. Kicks it out to Korn. And a foul on the floor is going to go against T.J. Williams.
Cougars got to do a better job of keeping the ball out the middle. You got to decide when to push the point guard one side or the other. He has too much space to get what he wants.
Croft on the inbound. Over to McDaniel. Back up to Pierce. Kicks it over to Korn. Korn on the drive. Pass off of McDaniel. McGahee now pushing. Pass intended for Antonori. Will go off of Korn out of bounds. The Cougars will keep the possession. Platt with the basketball over to Cates. Cates for three off the front of the rim. Cates is averaging 8 points per game for the Cougars. Has missed on a couple threes here. Pierce jumper from the elbow, good for the Knights.
Man, the Knights are hot right now. I think they only missed one shot in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Cougars got to do a better job of putting defensive pressure.
Charge against Cates. Spagnola checks back in for the Cougars. Will send Cates to the bench. Jalen Croft to bring the ball down the floor for the Knights. Over to McDaniel. McDaniel on the drive. Layup good for the Knights. Went up and over TJ Williams. Antonori bringing the ball down the floor on the drive. Draws the contact. Foul's going to go against Jalen Croft underneath. Said he was fouled before the shot. That will be Croft's first, the Knights' third. Mooney coming back on the floor for the Cougars, along with Simpson for the Knights. 4:08 to play here in the first half. North Henderson with a 28-18 lead. Inbound goes to Spagnola. Out of bounds, off of Jalen Croft. Cougars keep possession.
I don't know what the Cougars are going to have to make some defensive stops. The offensive part is not the problem right now. The problem for the Duke Cougars is getting defensive stops. Right now, North Henderson are getting everything they want on the offensive end with least resistance as possible.
Spagnola with the basketball. Antonori's layup good for the Cougars.
Now the Cougars need a stop. They got to dig deep and get a stop right here.
Croft with the basketball. Thought about driving but pulls it back out. Draws Platt of the Cougars. Called for the charge is Croft.
Good defensive possession right there. Now let's see if the Cougars can come down and score. And if they can get another couple more stops like that, they can get back in this ball game.
Absolutely, Coach. And you talked about it. It was going to be key for the Cougars to get a couple defensive stops, and there's the first one.
North has just switched up the defenses on the Cougars. Let's see how they react to this full court press. One thing you don't want to do is want to turn the ball over.
And Coach Phillips saw the full court press and decided it's time to take a timeout and talk this over. We'll take a timeout with them. 30-20, Knights lead it here on the Cougar Sports Network. 3:21 to play in the first half. We'll be back.
High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs. Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination.
We're back on the Cougar Sports Network. 3:19 to play here in the first half. Asheville with the basketball, looking to break the press by the Knights. Pass from McGahee to Mooney. Layup is good.
Good easy basket. Way to break the press. The ball never touched the ground. You moved it on the pass and got an easy bucket for a layup. And got another defensive stop.
And, Coach, that's what you talked about a second ago, was just getting a couple defensive stops, turning it into offensive buckets. That's going to be the key for the Cougars to get back in this ball game.
It's going to be really key to getting back to this ball game. You want to try to keep it under 10 as much as possible before the half.
McDaniel with the basketball for the Knights. Works it down underneath to Simpson, who kicks it back out. Korn with the basketball, kicks it back to McDaniel. Drive. Ball, shots tipped away off. Said it went off McDaniel. There's that second stop you talked about, Coach.
Exactly. Now let's see if they can get another easy bucket here off the press.
Knights continue to press. Cougars with the basketball. Antonori works it up to McGahee. Shots knocked away by Simpson. Knights get the basketball.
And that was the opportunity that they needed right there. You just got to go into the defender. At least you got to get to the free throw line on that.
McDaniel with the basketball for the Knights, over to Dalton. Kicks it back to the top to Whiteside, who had a couple big threes earlier for the Knights. McDaniel stripped away, and then a charge called against the Knights. Charge is going against McDaniel. That'll be his second, and the Knights' fifth here in the first half. 2:07 to play. Knights with an 8-point lead. Cougars have the basketball.
They broke the press twice real easily. Now they done came back and went to a 1-3-1 half-court zone trap. Let's see if the Cougars can get the same success they did in the full-court trap by swinging the ball. Turnover, bad turnover.
Pass from McGahee off the mark to Spagnola. And like you said, Coach, just a turnover that the Cougars could not afford.
Yeah, and number 0 needed to pick that up because as soon as he let it go out under the baseline, that's where they get the ball. If he'd have picked up at half court, the Knights would have had to take it out at half court. But now they get an easy bucket underneath.
The jumper by Simpson is good. And Tenori looking to move quick down the floor for the Cougars. Gets it over to Spagnola. Floater good. 32-24, 1:30 to play in the half. Knights with the basketball. Dalton kicks it out to Pierce for 3 is good. Pierce has had a couple big threes here in the first half for the Knights.
Yeah, somebody need to shake to his side. Can't leave that guy open. He's hit a lot of threes so far.
Antonori for 3 off the rim. Knights get the loose ball. 1 minute to play in the first half. Antonori knocks the ball away. Spagnola back to Antonori. Called for the travel. 54 seconds to play in the first half. Knights with the lead, 35-24 here on the Cougar Sports Network. I'm Justin Palizzi. I'm joined by Coach Tiger Norman here on the Cougar Sports Network. Pass knocked out of bounds by Platt and Mooney of the Cougars.
Cougars need to get a stop right here, and they definitely need to figure out what number 34 is. They need to keep him in check. You definitely don't want to give a big 3 up before the half. And as I say that, whoa, luckily his foot was still out of bounds because nobody picked him up on that out-of-bounds play.
Yeah, exactly, Coach. And the inbounds play, if his foot wasn't out of bounds, there was that 3 that you just talked about. Antonori picks up his dribble, gets it over to Platt. Platt over to Spagnola. Bounce pass to Antonori. Antonori with the basketball over to McGahee for 3. Off the mark. Pierce with the basketball pushes up to McDaniel. McDaniel. Ball goes out of bounds. They say it went off of Evan Simpson of the Knights. 21 seconds to play. 35-24, Knights with the lead.
It's very important for the Cougars right now to use clock management for this chance right here.
And a foul called against Braden Korn of the Knights for the trip. That'll be his first and the Knights' 6th here in the first half. And, Coach, how important is it here with 18 seconds to play to hold for that last shot?
It's really important for them to hold for that last shot because you don't want to give up an easy bucket on that end. You want to keep it within, try to get it under double digits before the half.
Spagnola with the basketball over to Antonori for 3 off the front of the rim. And that will do it for the first half. North Henderson 35, Asheville 24 here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back.
High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs. Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars.
And we're back on the Cougar Sports Network, start of the third quarter. North Henderson leads it 35-24. Cougars start the half with the basketball. Cates. Cates with the basketball. Kicks it out to Spagnola for three. Off the rim. Loose ball. Recovered by Mooney. Gets it out to Cates. Turnover. Knights get the basketball. McDaniel the inbound. Croft to bring it down the floor. Corn jumper. Good for the Knights. North Henderson extends their lead 37-24. Antonori with the basketball over to Cates, down to Spagnola in the corner. Kicks it out to Antonori, down to McGahee. Over to Mooney, ball taken away. Jump ball. Tie up front between McGahee and Marsh. Possession arrow favors the Knights. Croft to Korn. Works it down to Pierce. Pierce jumper off the front of the rim. Cates with the rebound. Slowing it down for the Cougars. Gets it down to McGahee. Jumper out of bounds. Off of Pierce of the Knights. Antonori setting up the inbound play for the Cougars. Inbound goes to Cates. Gives it to Spagnola. Floater good for Spagnola. 37-26, Knights with the lead. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pierce with the basketball over to McDaniel. McDaniel on the drive. Called for the travel. McGahee had a hand on the basketball. Cougars have possession. Antonori brings the ball down the floor. Jumper by Antonori, good for the Cougars. 37-28. 5:35 to play. Asheville hanging around in the third quarter. Takeaway. Cates knocked it away. Spagnola picked it up. Pushing down the floor out to Cates for three. Good for the Cougars. And a big three for the junior. Who averages 8 points a game. Brings the Knights lead down to 6. Ball down low to Marsh. Marsh jumper good for the Knights. We've got a timeout on the floor. 39-31, Knights with the lead. 4:52 to play in the third here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back.
Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars. High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick.
We're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Cougars with the basketball. Over to Spagnola. jumper for Cates off the front of the rim. Rebounded by the Knights. Croft has the basketball for the Knights on the drive. Draws the contact. Fouled on the shot. Foul will go against Mooney of the Cougars. That'll be his first and the Cougars' first here in the second half. That will put Croft on the line, shooting 2 for the Knights, who lead by 8. 4 minutes and 18 seconds to play, third quarter. First free throw attempt by Croft off the mark. TJ Williams checking back in for the Cougars. It will send Mooney to the bench. Croft's second free throw for the Knights. Off the back of the rim, rebound, Antonori looking to push. Kick called against the Knights. Ball goes out of bounds on the kick, and then Cougars will inbound from the baseline. Whiteside checks back in for the Knights. Inbound pass off of Spagnola. Knights will get possession of the basketball. Whiteside brings it down the floor. Over to McDaniel. Jumper off the mark. Rebound by Dalton. Jumper knocked out of bounds. Said it went off of Suttles. Cougars get the basketball. Down by 8. 3:52 to play. We've got a timeout on the floor. 8-point lead for the Knights. 3:52 to play here on the Cougar Sports Network. Third quarter. We'll be back.
High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs.
We're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. McGahee's layup fouled on the layup. Shot does not go. McGahee will go to the line to shoot 2. The foul is going to go against Colin Suttles of the Knights. That'll be his first and the Knights' first here in the second half. McGahee's first free throw off the back of the rim. 8-point lead for the Knights. 3:43 to play here, third quarter. McGahee's second free throw rolls in and out. Rebounded by McDaniel. Looking to bring the ball down the floor for the Knights. Gives it off to Whiteside. Whiteside with the basketball. Ball knocked away by Spagnola. Picked back up by the Knights. McDaniel with the basketball. Over to Simpson. Simpson gets it back to McDaniel. McDaniel looks to drive on Cates. And the floater goes for the Knights. Pushed their lead back out to 10. 3 minutes to play in the third. Spagnola with the basketball for the Cougars. Spin and the jumper off the back of the rim. Rebound brought down by Whiteside for the Knights. Whiteside looking to push. Shot off the backboard. Off the Cougars, it'll stay with the Knights. Looked like Cates got his hand in on it. Bounce pass rolls out. And now a foul called against Cates. That will be his second and the Cougars' second here in the second half. It puts Daniel Dalton on the line for the Knights, shooting 2. First free throw for Dalton goes. Platt checks back in for the Cougars. Dalton's second free throw falls as well for the Southpaw. 43-31, Knights with the lead, 2.5 to play. Pass from McGahee goes out of bounds off Colin Suttles of the Knights. TJ Williams to inbound. Gets it out to McGahee, kicks it over to Platt. Spagnola drives over to McGahee. Platt with the basketball, picks up his dribble. Works it down to TJ Williams. Spagnola on the drive. Bucket is good for the Cougars. Brings it down to a 10-point lead. North Henderson with the basketball, 2 minutes to play. Third quarter, jumper off the mark for McDaniels. Dalton with the takeaway and the putback. Williams called for the foul on. The foul is going to go against Evan Simpson of the Knights. That'll be his second and the Knights' second. In the second half, ball up to McGahee, kicked over to Williams, kicked back to Spagnola for 3. Good for the Cougars. 45-36. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Foul went against Elijah Platt of the Cougars. That'll be his first personal, the Cougars' third here in the second half. North Henderson with the basketball. Shot off the mark for Korn. Antonori with the rebound, pushing for the Cougars. The floater hits the front of the rim. Antonori tried to get his own rebound. Knights get the basketball. Korn brings it down the floor. The drive and the floater off the mark, but draws the foul. Foul's going to go against TJ Williams. Second free throw upcoming for Korn. Off the mark. 3. McDaniel called for the push. That is his third and the Knights' third here in the second half. There's a score correction. It is 44-36. Knights with the lead. We apologize for that. We got that fixed. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Cougars with the basketball, trailing by 8. Platt over to Spagnola. Spagnola's pass to Antonori. Antonori gets the loose ball. Back to Spagnola. Drives. Looks for Elijah Platt. Just off of his hands, out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Knights. Under 30 to play here in the third quarter. Knights with an 8-point lead. McDaniel over to Croft. Croft with the basketball. drives. Loose ball down to McDaniel. And that'll end it for the third quarter. Knights with an 8-point lead, 44-36. End of the third quarter here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back.
Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars. High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs.
We're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter. (44-30). Knights with the lead. 7:48 to play. Cougars with the basketball. Platt drives out to Spagnola. Jumper off the glass. Rebound by Pierce. Knights look to slow the pace here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter tonight is brought to you by Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars. Located down Asheville South Slope. Pizza Pizza. Three is good from Korn. Mills picks up his dribble, gets to Antonori, drive. Layup is good for Antonori. Antonori averages 21 points a game for the Cougars. Ball worked into Marsh down low. Knocked out of bounds by Antonori. Cates and Mooney checking back in for the Cougars. 9-point lead for the Knights. 6:46 to play here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter tonight is brought to you by Pizza Pizza. And a three from Korn of the Knights. Pushes it out to a 12-point lead. Mills' pass knocked away by Korn. The layup off the mark, rebounded by McDaniel. Pushed out to Pierce for three. 53-38, Knights starting to pull away. 6:20 to play in the fourth. Antonori shot off the mark. Mooney with the rebound and a putback for the Cougars. Coach Phillips takes a timeout. 53-40, Knights with the lead. 6:13 to play here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back.
Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars. High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at High Country Truck and...
We're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. North Henderson with the basketball and a lead, up 13. 6 minutes to play here in the ball game. Cates with the steal, knocked away by Pierce of the Knights. North Henderson looking to push, gets it down low to Korn, shots off, gets his own rebound, puts it back. Korn with the rebound again, and the jumper is good for the Knights. 55-40. Cougars with the basketball, down 15, 5.5 to play here in the fourth. Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Pizza Pizza, the official postgame destination of the Cougars. Mills called for the travel on the drive. McGahee comes back in the ball game for the Cougars. Asheville continues the full court press in hopes of getting a turnover and easy bucket. Start reeling back in the Knights. North Henderson down low. Gets it down to McDaniel. Loose ball on the floor. And a timeout taken by the Knights. We've got a timeout on the floor. North Henderson leads by 15, 5:06 to play here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back.
Pizza Pizza, the official postgame destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's south slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official postgame destination of your Asheville Cougars. High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs.
We're back on the Cougar Sports Network. Asheville with the turnover. Antonori pressing with the layup, knocked out of bounds by Pierce of the Knights. Antonori to inbound for the Cougars. Over to Cates in the corner. Cates. Back out to Antonori for threes. Good. Cougars bring it down to a 12-point lead. 4:40 to play here in the ball game. McDaniel down to Korn. Shot knocked out of bounds. McGahee with the save out to Cates. Knocked away by the Knights. And Antonori giving chase. The ball went out of bounds off the Knights. Spagnola checks back in for the Cougars. That will send Cates to the bench. Cougars with the basketball, down by 12, 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Big conference matchup here on the Cougar Sports Network. McGahee with the basketball over to Platt, gets it down to Spagnola. Over to McGahee, kicks it over to Mooney. Thought about a three. Gives it back to Antonori, looking to drive. Kicks it out to Platt. Platt on the drive and gets swatted. Andrew the contact. Foul is going to go against Carter Whiteside of the Knights. That'll be his first. The Knights' fourth here in the second half. Platt's first free throw, good for the Cougars. Platt's second free throw falls as well. 10-point lead for the Knights, just over 4 to play in the ball game. Asheville continues pressing. Knights with the basketball. Whiteside over to Suttles. Suttles picks up the dribble, gets it back to Whiteside. Spagnola came over for the trap. Jumper off by Dalton. Mooney with the rebound. Foul is going to go against Daniel Dalton of the Knights. That will be his first, the Knights' fifth here in the second half. We've got a timeout on the floor, a 10-point lead for the Knights, 3:37 to play here in the fourth. We'll be back on the Cougar Sports Network.
High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs. Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard.
We're back here on the Cougars Sports Network. Knights with a 10-point lead, 3.5 to play in the ball game. Asheville looking for some points in a hurry. Antonori's floater good for the Cougars. Cougars continue to press. Knights able to break it. Layup off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Antonori. Looking to press it for the Cougars. Layup. Layup is off, but drew the foul on the layup. Foul is going to go against Zaire McDaniel of the Knights, the 6'2 junior with the foul. That'll be the Knights' 6th foul here in the second half. It'll be his first. Antonori, first free throw is good. Again, he's an 86% free throw shooter. Tonight's fourth quarter is brought to you by Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Located on Asheville's South Slope. Antonori's second free throw off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Knights. North Henderson looking to break the press. Antonori goes for the steal, just off his fingertips. Down to Corn underneath, jumper. Good for the Knights. 9-point lead for North Henderson. 2:40 to play in the ball game. Asheville looking to score in a hurry. Platt over to Spagnola for three, good. Coach Phillips takes a timeout. 57-51, North Henderson up by 6, 2:34 to play here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be back.
High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs. Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza.
We're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. 6-point lead for the Knights, 2.5 to play. Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Open late. Stop by. Check out their massive 28-inch pieces or their massive slices. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Knights with the basketball and a 6-point lead. 2:15 to play. The Knights are trying to take as much time off the clock as possible. Jumper by Pierce, good for the Knights. Antonori bringing the ball down the floor for the Cougars. Drives. Over to McGahee. Spagnola back to McGahee, drives, picks it up, knocked out of bounds. Jalen Croft just knocks it out of bounds for the Knights. 1:44 to play, 8-point lead for the Knights. Cates takes the inbound from Antonori over to McGahee. Back to Spagnola looking to drive, loses the handle. Pierce has the ball for the Knights. Thrown out of bounds. Pierce just threw it out of the reach of Jalen Croft. Cougars get possession, 1:29 to play. Down here on the Cougar Sports Network. Antonori inbounds to Spagnola. Spagnola dribbles across court. Antonori for three, in and out. Rebounded by McDaniel. Foul is going to go against Mooney of the Cougars. That'll be his second and the Cougars' fifth here in the second half. Time starting to run out on the Cougars, 59-51. Just over a minute to play. Corns layup, good for the Knights. Spagnola looking for a quick three, answer off the mark. Rebounded by the Knights. North Henderson under a minute to play, up by 10. Looking to take as much time off the clock as possible. Pierce with the basketball. Over to Croft. Croft looks to drive, kicks it out to McDaniel, gets it back to Pierce. 30 seconds to play, Knights with a 10-point lead. Down underneath to Whiteside. Knights, 12-point lead. 25 seconds to play in the ball game. We're going to keep it here. We've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza Pizza located on Asheville South Slope. We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors, Pizza Pizza, High Country Truck and Van. Make sure you stop by High Country Truck and Van for all of your commercial vehicle needs here in the Asheville area. We'd like to thank Sanita Warren Dixon, Jesse Swain, the administration here at Asheville High School and in central office for giving us the opportunity to come back here on the Cougar Sports Network and be able to bring you Cougar Sports live. Cougars with the basketball, 20 seconds to play. Jumper by Spagnola. Falls for the Cougars. 53-63. Cougars are down by 10, 14 seconds. Knights have the basketball. Shot put up by Matt Reimer. It goes off the backboard. Cougars get the basketball. 8.2 to play, down by 10. Antonori lets the ball roll, picks it up. Looks to drive. Shot off the mark, rebounded by the Knights, and that'll do it. North Henderson defeats Asheville 63-53 here on the Cougar Sports Network. We'll be right back after these messages here on the Cougar Sports Network.
Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of the Asheville Cougars. Pizza is open late, so stop by for one of their 28-inch pies or one of their massive slices of pizza. Pizza is located off of Millard Ave on Asheville's South Slope. Again, Pizza Pizza, the official post-game destination of your Asheville Cougars. High Country Truck and Van, Western North Carolina's commercial truck center, specializing in quality, pre-owned, low-mileage, light-duty trucks, vans, and flatbeds. High Country Truck and Van is family-owned and operated, located at 1021 Charlotte Highway in Fairview. You can check them out online at highcountrytruckandvan.com or stop by the lot and see Rick for all of your commercial vehicle needs. High Country.
And we're back here on the Cougar Sports Network. North Henderson defeats Asheville 63-53 here from Griffin Arena on the Cougar Sports Network. Women get a big 85-47 win earlier. If you missed it, Check it out here on the Cougar Sports Network. And again, the men fall 63-53 in a hard-fought matchup against the North Henderson Knights. Our next telecast will be on Tuesday here from Griffin Arena against the AC Reynolds Rockets. Start time for that game, women tip off at 6. Men shortly thereafter. We'd like to thank, again, Sanita Warren-Dixon, Jesse Swain, and the athletic department here at Asheville High School, the administration, Derek Edwards and his administrative staff, Dr. Gene Freeman, Shane Cassidy, and everybody downtown for their support in bringing back the Cougar Sports Network. And most of all, thank you to you for tuning in and watching Cougar Sports here on the Cougar Sports Network. Have a great night, and we look forward to seeing you on Tuesday.